This is the tale of a man called Frank West. He was addicted to jumping, perineum sunning, that was his quest. He would fly in the air as high as he could to the perineum sun, as all young men should. And the higher he got, the more juice he creamed, and the more juice he got, the higher he shot. Because the higher he flew, the stronger he grew, and the stronger he grew, the higher he flew too. And sometimes he'd gaze upon the city and look at all the propers and porkies and crooks, but then look away into the great perineum sun and spread his legs wide, for this was his love. All of a sudden came off all of his clothes, even his breeches, revealing his toes, all but his camera around his strong neck. But other than that, he was full neck, he was buck, all but his neck. And then he got into some fights and stuff, and did get sensually touched by a crook, by a gangster man, but he kinda liked it. He got a taste for the gangster's wet lips, for road man unseething for some reason. And yeah, he got some glitter put on his head and said a small prayer to the perineum sun gods. He got glitter on his head, like glitter on his head. Definitely got that glit on the head. But yeah, gangster love, it didn't deter. He started to Uno reverse card the gangster. The poor felons, he started sniffing their chests and straddled them until they had nothing left. And then he started glitting the innocents too, not the glitter a pauper would choose. He'd sit on down, sit on little guys' noggins, just little chill guys that weren't even robbing. He was on one, a big one, had a thirst for it now. But then he met one guy he fancied somehow. He met a glitter guy who he actually really liked glitter on his head, like, and they actually started getting along at very first sight. And they chatted and sometimes would get a little bit drunk together, and his friend would kind of stumble around the streets and fall on lampposts a lot. But West egged him on with glitter and the fool, chanting and jeering, not minding at all. And then he gave a glitter touch, glitter hands on his pants. The old cheeky reach around, they gave it a chance. And oh yeah, his name was Friend Little Jimmy. Yeah, he kinda liked to be kind, friendly, and silly. They would hug, they would kiss, you know, have an intimate, a glit sniff. But each other's trousers, their breeches always half stayed on. They would snip their shine jeans for what lay underneath, but always with half trousers to cover the cleave. And we glitter on his head like glitter on his head. Definitely got that on head. But the glitter was cut with something profane. So unfortunately, poor Jim, kind Jim the Reaper did glide. Oh, he died, I tell you, no joke. He fucking actually died. From the wrong blender stuck up there deep in his kind nose. Yeah, really peak actually, poor kind Jim. Old Frank West sniffed it. Goodbye, Frank ripped his god-awful clothing bin, and because Teresa covered me on their best friend. He sniffed his butt once more to absorb the remaining essence of perineum sun, air that he stores and left. He cried, "Ill avenge thee, now this is my goal." He cried out for guidance, but none were too bold, for they knew the stories of blank that were told. So then a glitter menace once more he'd become, so he took off flying with the birds into the sun. And then he put the glitter on his head like glitter on his head, glit on head. With his power only to yearn and wallow in hatred and glit shame. And basically it's a story about how some people don't change. Some people are turds, if polished, still shit. They might seek redemption for a short time, a trip. These people like Frank live only to wank, receive no karmic justice, however deep they have sank. No condurance or punishment, free to Perium sun, slink into the night, leaving what they have done. He never once changed and killed Jim on the way, a weird spider guy that refuses to change. Not all rainbows end with a big pot of treasure, so why not just do bumming and sunning together? And that's basically it. No rhyme or reason left. So that is the tale of the man called Frank West.